Hindi ako takot sa China.
Malacanang reiterates that the Philippines would not be taken advantage of in a joint probe with China into the sinking of a Filipino boat in a Recto Bank in the West Philippine Sea. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelos said a joint investigation will leave no doubt that the Duterte administration is determined to find out the truth regarding the incident.
What he meant, he's not afraid of any country. Ang guarantee mo dun yung character natin. Hindi tayo nagpapatalo.
Sir, sabi ni...
Pero since sabi nga ni Mr. Ambassador, we are friends. So there's nothing that we cannot agree upon.
Panelo believes that China also wants to know what transpired at the Recto Bank on June 9, as what Chinese Ambassador Xiao Jinhua implied in his latest statement.
One, he agrees that there should be the justice in this particular case. He agrees also that they cannot condone any irrational behavior or irresponsible behavior on the part of their countrymen.
Some senators opposed the joint investigation with China. For Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon, the Recto Bank is within the country's 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, where the Philippines has exclusive rights to fish and exploit other marine resources. He said the mere fact that a Chinese vessel was in the area was already an admission that China violated EEZ rules.
If we are saying that the Recto Bank is within the exclusive economic zone of the country, which fact is confirmed by a ruling of the by the arbitration ruling, then why are we allowing non-Filipinos to inquire into this? We should do it ourselves.
For Senator Ping Lacson, the government should take the issue on sovereignty seriously based on the 2016 Hague ruling stating that the Recto Bank is within the EEZ and therefore China has no claim on it. Senator Antonio Trillanes agrees.
Sa akin, isang pagsuko ng sovereignty ng ating bansa dahil itong nangyari ito sa exclusive economic zone. Dapat tayo ang nag-iimbestiga rito. At kung meron man neutral country na maggagawa nito, ito yung International Maritime Organization.
Senator Rizon de Veros is already predicting the outcome of the proposed joint probe as Lutong Macau. But Panelo assures the public that the probe will be fair and that the Duterte administration is working for the best interest of Filipinos. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
The 34th ASEAN Summit in Bangkok, Thailand kicked off with a crossover handshake among various heads of state. There, Thailand Prime Minister and Summit Chairman Prayut Chan-o-cha urged top leaders to unite in facing regional and international threats such as the ongoing trade war between U.S. and China. President Duterte likewise urged ASEAN member countries to strengthen rules in a multilateral trading system. Duterte also urged the U.S. and China to wrap up their trade war since it is already impacting global growth. ASEAN leaders are now targeting to finish the framework for the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, before the year ends.
For RCEP, there is a higher benchmark, which is about 90 to 92% inclusion. In other words, more products hopefully will be included that will allow greater market access to these countries participating in RCEP.
Leaders of ASEAN member states agreed to fast-track work in the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea amid tensions in the area over multiple territorial claims. This comes after the collision between a Chinese vessel and a Filipino fishing boat in the Recto Bank last June 9. Duterte also thanked the crew of a Vietnamese boat for rescuing the Filipino fishermen at Recto Bank. The president also met with Indonesian President Joko Widodo to discuss the country's exclusive economic zones, or EEZ. Malacanang says the two leaders were able to clarify maritime boundaries between the Philippines and Indonesia in the Mindanao and Celebes Seas. Under the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, both parties are entitled to a 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, although these boundaries between Philippines and Indonesia overlap in the southern section of the Philippine Sea. The new agreement between the two countries of the EEZ is expected to take effect this year. After the ASEAN summit, President Duterte also made it a point to attend the 13th Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines East ASEAN Growth Summit. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, VOA1 News.